We're mostly familiar with the epic scenes from The Lord of the Rings. Gandalf standing before the Balrog on the bridge of Khazad Dûm, the Rohirrim charging at dawn towards Minas Tirith. But today I want to present another aspect of Tolkien. In his book, he included several pieces of poetry, from Hobbit bath songs to elegies to fallen heroes. The poem that I am bringing you today is inserted in a moment of fear and darkness in an attempt to cheer up the main characters. It is also of personal significance for Tolkien. He expressed in it his own love story. From The Fellowship of the Ring, by John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. I will tell you the tale of Tinoviel, said Strider. In brief, for it is a long tale of which the end is not known, and there are none now except Elrond, who remember it aright as it was told of old. It is a fair tale, though it is sad, as are all the tales of Middle-earth. Yet it may lift up your hearts. He was silent for some time, then began not to speak, but to chant softly. The leaves were long, the grass was green, the hemlock umbels tall and fair, and in the glade a light was seen of stars in shadow shimmering. Tinoviel was dancing there to music of a pipe unseen, and light of stars was in her hair and in her raiment glimmering. There Beren came from mountains cold, and lost he wandered under leaves, and where the elven river rolled, he walked alone and sorrowing. He peered between the hemlock leaves, and saw in wonder flowers of gold upon her mantle and her sleeves, and her hair like shadow following. Enchantment healed his weary feet, that over hills were doomed to roam, and forth he hastened strong and fleet, and grasped at moonbeams glistening. Through woven woods in elven home, she lightly fled on dancing feet, and left him lonely still to roam in the silent forest listening. He heard thereof the flying sound of feet as light as linden leaves, or music welling underground in hidden hollows quavering. Now withered lay the hemlock sheaves, and one by one with sighing sound whispering fell the beechen leaves in the wintry woodland wavering. He sought her ever wandering far, where leaves of years were thickly strewn, by light of moon and ray of star, in frosty heavens shivering. Her mantle glinted in the moon, as on a hilltop high and far she danced, and at her feet was strewn a mist of silver quivering. When winter passed, she came again, and her song released the sudden spring, like rising lark and falling rain and melting water bubbling. He saw the elven flowers spring about her feet, and healed again he longed by her to dance and sing upon the grass untroubling. Again she fled, but swift he came. Tinoviel, Tinoviel, he called her by her elvish name, and there she halted listening. One moment stood she, and the spell his voice laid on her. Beren came, and doom fell on Tinoviel, that in his arms lay glistening. As Beren looked into her eyes, within the shadow of her hair, the trembling starlight of the skies, he saw their mirror shimmering. Tinoviel the elven fair, immortal maiden elven wise, about him cast her shadowy hair, and arms like silver shimmering. Long was the way that fate them bore, o'er stony mountains cold and grey, through halls of iron and darkling door, and woods of nightshade more or less. The sundering seas between them lay, and yet at last they met once more, and long ago they passed away in the forest singing sorrowless. Strider sighed and paused before he spoke again. That is a song, he said, in the mode that is called Anthenad among the elves. It tells of the meeting of Beren, son of Barahir, and Lúthien Tinoviel. Beren was a mortal man, but Lúthien was the daughter of Thingol, a king of elves upon Middle-earth when the world was young, and she was the fairest maiden that has ever been among all the children of this world.